Hello, everyone. I am Krooked, and this is Unscripted, the series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give it a 1 through 10 rating. This is The Incredible Hulk for the Super Nintendo. I'm a superhero fan. I'm a superhero game fan. Let's see if this holds up. I mean, okay. So, right from the get-go, it kind of, shows you Bruce turning into the Hulk, and then, it has these, I can assume robotic, cyborg guys attacking me because, well, they're tiny, and they blow up. And if they were human, I feel like they wouldn't blow up as much. I don't know what this box is supposed to do. I can't do anything with it. So, as you can tell, you're very clearly controlling the Hulk, which, yeah. That's who you'd expect to control in a Hulk game, of course. This is before most people's knowledge of the Hulk really comes in. So this is before Mark Ruffalo, before the Avengers movies, all that. It was back when it was just a comic series and a TV series with Lou Ferrigno as the actual Hulk. So, knowing that, there wasn't a whole bunch of material to take from other than Hulk Smash. And that's pretty much what most people had to go off of. So, when you get a game, you have the comics for your knowledge source, and you have the knowledge that he smashes stuff. So far, this is something. Very, very much like all superhero games of this era, it's like they didn't know what they were trying to accomplish or what they were trying to do. So it just becomes a really generic half platformer, half beat 'em up, and it doesn't achieve any of the things it's trying to do very well. For instance, I can just beat these guys senseless. It basically does nothing, which, I mean, the Hulk is supposed to do. If I was Bruce Banner, I could climb into that. Oh, I just unhulked myself. So I think, yeah, okay. So if I hit down, I can crawl into here. I can come over here. I can click this T token. I don't know what the T token does. I also don't know. Okay. So I can shoot the boxes, and then it gives me salami? And the salami allows me to Bruce Banner, or to gain health. Oh god. Oh, and then once I get shot, I turn right back into the Hulk. Okay, so the little pill that I collected was literally, hey, this will turn you back into Bruce Banner for anything that you need to Bruce Banner for. So since I don't have another pill, I probably can't turn into Bruce Banner to go into there. But I have the feeling if I go over here, I'll be able to do it. Because I'll find a pill. But let's see. So, punchy punch. You can't climb up the ladders any quicker way. Hulk is known for making, like, gigantic jumps, but apparently not in this game. He's not. And, yeah, this is just really, really generic so far. The music's kind of good. It's, catchy. It's very reminiscent of most games around this era, but at least it's good. Could be bad. But they didn't do that to us. They decided, hey, let's give you some okay music. I don't know why that guy's just like, let's shoot cement at the Hulk, but he is. Theming of this game could use so much work. There's just, I don't feel like the Hulk, even though I'm the Hulk, other than with these guys, and they're just super generic. Other than the random cement mixer guys. This is all I've ran into, is a bunch of these, and they don't really seem to pose any sort of a threat. I have a health bar. It doesn't make it much of a difference, though, because nothing's hurt me. I want this game to be a bit better than it is. Because we didn't have a bunch of stuff to work with back in the 90s. We basically got games as they are, and if they sucked, well, that just means that we got a game that sucked. So a concept that doesn't really exist now is we used to rent games. When you would rent a game, you would pay usually $5 or something along those lines, and you would get access to a game for 5 days, and then you'd have to take it back to the store. And if you got a game you didn't like, you couldn't just be like, oh, well, I don't want this. You could take it back, but you wouldn't get a new game instead. So, I mean, you didn't have to buy this, but a lot of games also didn't really come out to buy. A lot of games would go just straight to rental stores. You might be able to buy it in, bigger markets, but this, for instance, I don't think I've ever seen this in a store available to buy. That's not saying that it wasn't available to buy. It's just the town that I lived in didn't get copies of this. I remember renting this, though, and it was a major disappointment because we had Spider-Man games too, and Spider-Man games, as I'm sure you'll see later in Unscripted, aren't fantastic from this era either. Matter of fact, if you're not a Spider-Man person, you'd probably hate them. I mean, it might not, but So, with this, you rent it, and you basically would rent a game like this, and you'd feel like your money was wasted because all the stuff I'm doing, everything here, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Okay. There's apparently a bunch of stuff to pick up in the water here. If I can transform back into Bruce, yay! Yeah, it's... This plays so similarly to just the, Spider-Man game that's on the Super Nintendo that it kind of just sucks. And that's from my memory of the Spider-Man game just not being good. And I still liked it because it had the Iron Spider in it, but this game, there's just so little to talk about and so little to do. So far, it's been walk around confusing levels, beat these guys up, and hope I'm going the right way. Which, that's just bad game design in my opinion, because you don't want a game where you're getting lost all the time. That's not fun. It doesn't do anything for you. It basically just says, hey, yeah, you don't know where to go. Great. I think I just went in a giant circle, which makes it even worse, because I don't know where to go! Looks-wise, you look like the Hulk. I can't dock any points for that, because you look like the Hulk. And, that's kind of the point. You're supposed to look like the Hulk. Can I not pick up this box? Okay, so these boxes are only for Bruce Banner, but only if Bruce Banner has a gun. Presentation sucks. There's nothing telling you where to go. It barely lets you know what your life bar is. Oh, Abomination. Okay, that's something at least. So, man, you can kind of tell who Abomination is, but it's not very clear. And he has a really nice punch that I can't do. I wish I could. I can just do this, though, and it pretty much keeps him away. So, I mean, that's not really fantastic. I could turn into Bruce Banner. I basically did this to be like, haha, I can grab a gun, but I didn't even have enough time to do that because, well, I got hit again by Abomination, and this kind of sucks because he can just crouch and cheese out of my attacks. This is kind of a struggle, which I don't feel like it should be. Okay, so now I can't just rage as the Hulk. I have to pick up this. Oh, I only get 2 shots. Okay. And then I just have to die? Like, that's my choice as Bruce Banner. I just die now. Well, he can't hit me if I'm crouching. So, the Incredible Hulk. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this a. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 2 out of 10. It's a barely playable game. It looks like the character, but there's nothing else going for this. This is a bad game. And you can end up in a situation like this where my choice is die, or just let Abomination sit here until I decide to turn off the console. So if you're looking for a superhero game to play that's with the Hulk, skip this, because you're not gonna have a good time here. But you know, maybe we'll find another Hulk game that's not this in the near future. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on an episode. You can hit the bell so that way you're notified when a new episode comes out. And if you want to support the channel a bit further, you can also check out my Patreon. Link is in the description down below. And other than that, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted, and I will see you next time. Bye!